Alright, so I'm just getting a couple of minutes to get started here. To see we're on. Okay. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever the case may be in your part of the world. I am Justin Emo Halliwell. How are you doing today? This is not intended as a long live stream today. This is not intended as a response to any of my trolls. So trolls, if you came over here to record some juicy content, you're not going to get it today. As you can see by the title on YouTube, and we're broadcasting a few other places today. So we're on YouTube, and as you can see on YouTube, the title says Karen Reed. We're talking about Karen Reed again. Quickly talking about Karen Reed again. We are also on my Court TV channel on Rumble. And we're also back streaming on Odyssey. That's right. After a year suspension on Odyssey, they're allowing me to live stream again on Odyssey. Now, Emo, what did you do to get banned from live streaming on Odyssey? See, I tried to have a private watch party of Deadliest Catch last summer. And I only shared it with a few people. The link to the Odyssey live stream where we were doing this undercover. And I believe one of my MAGA trolls got a hold of that link, went over to Odyssey, and got the channel flagged for a DMCA copyright violation because I was streaming the Deadliest Catch. So it took those motherfuckers almost a year to reactivate my streaming capabilities on Odyssey. So we're back on Odyssey as well. So, with that being said, and I'm not really, and I gotta get into the chat. I'm not even paying attention to the chat at the moment. With that being said, it came to my attention like I think it was late Thursday night. Yeah, late Thursday night into Friday morning. Could have been Saturday even. This could have been yesterday morning. Because I just don't remember when it was. But I looked at my see, a lot of times, let me put it this way without stuttering too much. Sometimes, what I normally do out of force of habit, we are creatures out of habit. So a lot of times we'll go to youtube.com/whatever subscriptions, and that's the page that shows you all of your subscriptions. Shows you who's live, who's posted a video, who's done that every once in a while. But every once in a while, your subscription page becomes overwhelmed and it doesn't show everybody who's on. So then what you do is you go to you hit the when you're on your computer at the top of the screen, you hit the word YouTube at the top of your browser, and that takes you to youtube.com. Okay? Without the subscription part behind it. So I'm subscribed to Court TV. I didn't see it on my subscription page that they put a notification for a live stream on Monday afternoon. Didn't show up on my subscription page. I didn't see it until I actually went to youtube.com, the main page of YouTube. So what I'm saying is YouTube's got a habit of not showing all of your subscriptions on the subscription page. But nevertheless, I found it. at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, Karen Reed will be back in the court of law again. This time, the plaintiffs have changed. The last 2 times it was the state of Massachusetts versus Karen Reed. Okay? Well, we know the state side is done. The state is has also went to the grand jury to try to charge her on 2 more counts of something that weren't in the first 2 trials, but that's still going through the, grand jury process if the state of Massachusetts is going to try her a 3rd time. So, if it's not the state of Massachusetts, guess who it is? This time you got Peter O'Keefe and family versus Karen Reed. Yes, it's the start of the civil trial. The start of the civil trial starts tomorrow at 2 p.m. I got the notification from Court TV. Yes, the Court TV that once aired the O.J. Simpson trial and a few other cases that we know so well, even though that's not the original Court TV. So the Court TV we have today is not the same one that aired O.J. Simpson. Okay? You got to remember that too. Because Court TV stopped airing court cases. They became True TV for a while, where they had all these series about repo wars and tow truck wars and a few other shows. It became a reality TV show, and they dropped the Court TV name. So for about 4 years, the Court TV name wasn't used, and then somebody from the old Court TV wanted to start it back up again, so they went to True TV and they bought the rights and the original Court TV logo, and they relaunched Court TV. So the Court TV we have now is not the same network that aired the O.J. Simpson trial. It's not the same company. Just like another way I can put it is, if you remember back in 2012, a whole bunch of bakers went on strike. Hostess said, okay, you guys want to go on strike? We're shutting Hostess down. A year and a half later, a new company bought the rights to the Hostess name and relaunched Hostess. So again, the Hostess we have today is not the original Hostess company before the strike, okay? So I just want to clarify that. So tomorrow at 2 p.m. starts the civil case, people. That's right. Civil trial starts tomorrow at 2 p.m. on Court TV. I got the notification. I have it right. I have it already. And I just wanted to update people that the civil trial has started. Now, normally, you do not see civil trials on Court TV. How many times has anybody seen a civil lawsuit, other than them doing clips of it on the news? Where have you seen a live coverage of a civil suit? It doesn't normally happen. But the O'Keefe family says that a lot of the truth about Karen Reed, they weren't allowed to bring up because the court wouldn't let it in, that they intend to bring up in the civil trial that wasn't allowed in the criminal trial. So the O'Keefe family went to the civil lawsuit judge and requested that cameras be in the courtroom, and tomorrow, supposedly, Court TV has the rights to bring the cameras into the courtroom. It's the first televised civil lawsuit that I've ever seen. I don't know about you, but it's the first civil lawsuit that I've seen televised. I've never seen that done before. So it starts tomorrow. Just want to let everybody know. Now I was also talking to Nemesis, because even though he doesn't come on the channel that much anymore, we're always talking on the phone and stuff. And he's like, how can they sue her civilly? She was found not guilty. Well, that's the way it works. Somebody can go to court, be proven not guilty, and still get sued civilly. Now, what I think is going to happen to Karen Reed is the same thing that happened to Monica Lewinsky and O.J. Simpson. Now, everybody's going to say, Emo, why are you bringing up Monica Lewinsky? See, because nobody, after the Clinton scandal, nobody wanted Monica Lewinsky. You know, because she was allowing Bill Clinton to put cigars up her you-know-what, and then he was smoking them afterwards, and all this other stuff. And then she wound up being the biggest skank in the country because of the Bill Clinton presidential scandal. So why do I bring that up? Because Monica Lewinsky has no children. Monica Lewinsky has never been married. Monica Lewinsky has no boyfriend. Okay? She wound up being an outcast after that. And the same thing's going to happen to Karen Reed. Karen Reed is going to be like O.J. Simpson. Here's what I think's going to happen. See, because O.J. Simpson was found not guilty of murder, but Ron Goldman won a $33 million civil lawsuit against O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson's NFL pension was untouchable. But any money he made above the NFL pension would have went to Ron Goldman's family, would have went to Fred Goldman. So this is why, after O.J. Simpson got found not guilty, you never seen him as a sports commentator again, because they would have took that money. You never seen O.J. Simpson as an actor again. You never seen O.J. Simpson making money in the public eye because of that civil lawsuit. And you never seen O.J. Simpson with another fucking woman, did you? After the fucking murder trial. Because all the women were big, well, why should I date O.J. Simpson? Because he might kill me too. Well, this is what's going to happen to Karen Reed. She's going to lose the civil trial. She's going to lose the civil trial. She gets a small pension from one of her retirement things. They'll probably make it where her retirement is exempt, just like O.J. Simpson's retirement was exempt. And she won't be able to work again. And who in their right mind is going to date Karen Reed? Because they're going to wonder if they're going to be the next John. Right? Would you date this woman if there was a possibility that she killed her last boyfriend? So just like I proved with Monica Lewinsky being an old maid, Karen Reed is going to die as an old maid. She's going to die. She's going to live in her parents' house the rest of her life. She's going to have no job, no money, and nobody's going to want to date her because nobody wants to be looking over their shoulder and saying, am I next? So, comparing Karen Reed to those two people, that's what's going to happen to Karen Reed. I have a feeling she's going to lose the civil suit. And she's not going to be able to make any money. She's not going to be able to have careers. She's not going to be able to to sell books and movies and all this other shit that O.J. Simpson wasn't allowed to do, because the minute O.J. Simpson made one fucking dime, it would have went to the Goldmans. And if Karen Reed was to go out there and work and she loses that civil lawsuit, just like O.J. Simpson, every dime she makes above her retirement, the O'Keefes are going to get. She ain't going to get it. So, I see her dying as an old maid with nobody wanting to date her. I mean, because who wants to be the next boyfriend and say, okay, is she trying to kill me next? Always looking over their shoulder. Am I next? You know? Who would want to live with that? So she's gonna be a cross between an O.J. Simpson and a Monica Lewinsky. That's what's gonna happen to Karen Reed in the long run. She was on the Howie Carr show the other day. A couple of days ago, she was on the Howie Carr show. They still haven't given her back the SUV yet. That's right. The trial ended almost 2.5 months ago. And the SUV is still seized. I don't know if I would want the SUV back. Really. I'd be worried that bugs are planted in it. I'd be worried that trackers would be implanted in it. That's what I'd be worried about. I wouldn't want the car back. If the police came to my house right now and took my car, I wouldn't want it back. And if they came in this house and took this cell phone, I'd smash the fucking thing before using it again. Because that's something I was taught by Eric Brandt. Never use a cell phone that the cops have been in. Because you don't know what the cops have done to it. You know, we have another guy in Texas. His name is Harvey Freeberg. About 3 or 4 months ago, he had his phone confiscated. And he kept bitching on a live feed. Oh yeah, they stole my property. I can't wait to get that phone back. That phone was better than this one. And I kept leaving comments into his fucking live stream. I kept telling Harvey, your phone is junk. You don't want to reuse it after the cops had it. And I had to email him like 6 fucking times before he got back to me. And then when I explained to him what Eric Brandt said, and Friends and Code happened to be right in the fucking room at the same time, and him and Friends and Code are friends, I said, why don't you ask your buddy Friends and Code? Did Eric say that? So then he went and contacted fucking Friends and Code verified what I said, that you never want to reuse a cell phone that the cops have had in their fucking hands because you don't know what they did to it. So, if the cops ever came in here and seized my electronics, and then they say, and then the cops say, well, we didn't find nothing in it, Emo, you're clean. You know what you're gonna see to the tower that's right here at my feet? You know what you're gonna see happen to it right after the cops give it back to me? Yeah, I'll go live, and then you're gonna see it. You're gonna see I'll go live with it one more time, and you're gonna see a version of Gallica. And you're going to see me fucking sledge-o-matic, baby. You're going to see me live destroying the fucking tower. You'll see me live smashing my phone. You'll see me live smashing my tablets. You'll see me live smashing the fucking monitors. Yeah, that's what I would do if the cops ever came in here and seized my shit. Because you never want to use shit that the cops have had their fucking hand on. So she's on Howard Carter last week bitching that she still hasn't had the Lexus back. Bitch, I wouldn't want the fucking Lexus back after the fucking cops have had it. Are you out of your mind? You want the Lexus back? No, Karen. What we used to have is these little tiny machines. We had these machines in the olden days, okay? We had these machines in the olden days where... let me see if I got one here. Well, I'll have to use paper towel because it's the only thing I got. This is what needs to happen to the Lexus. We have these machines that open up like this. It goes inside, and then the machine goes like that, and the Lexus is no more. That's what needs to happen to Karen Reed's Lexus. Okay? It needs to be squished just like that in one of those machines. I sure as hell wouldn't use it after the cops had their fucking hands on it. So, yeah, the civil lawsuit starts tomorrow, guys. That's pretty much the big ball of wax. That's all I wanted to come on here and tell you about. Let you know that the civil lawsuit is starting tomorrow. It's supposed to be on Court TV. I don't know if I'm going to restream it or not. I know I restreamed the murder trial, but I don't know if I'm going to restream her hearing tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. Have not decided yet if I'm going to do that or not. It will remain to be seen at this point. But if you go over here, and I will actually do it live so you can see this. If you go over here to, oh, you asshole. Nothing to worry about. I just knocked something over here at my end. Don't worry about it. Alright, so I'm all good. If you go here like this, and you go over here to alright, I'm going to screen share this for a minute. This is not the right one. I'm only screen sharing this one to get it set up, and then we'll go to the right one. Okay? So, we'll go like this. This is a screenshot of one of the videos on Court TV. I just went to the first one I could find. Don't shoot me over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and we're going to go to the bottom of that video, and we're going to go to the main page so you can actually see that this is Court TV. We're going to go to the main page, and there's the main page, and we go right here. Where is it? And here's tomorrow's video, right there. There it is. And it's set to go off at 2 p.m. You see it there? Live in 20 hours. September 22nd at 2 p.m. That's Eastern Time. Or the same thing as New York time. The same thing as Boston time. So there's the actual video that's set up for tomorrow. Peter O'Keefe versus Karen Reed. Starts tomorrow, people. Starts tomorrow. But that's what I see happening. I see Karen Reed as not being able to get a boyfriend. I see her as being undateable. She's probably gonna lose the silver suit. She's probably gonna have a large judgment against her. The O'Keefe family is going to take her to the cleaners, I think. And she's probably going to die of an old maid. She's probably going to be an old maid because, like I said, would you want to date her knowing that you could be next? I'm sure there's some crazy guy out there that would just love to date her, but I wouldn't want to live with that over my shoulder. I would be deathly afraid that I'd be next. And the first time we had a fight or something, I'd be damn sure not to walk behind a car. No, but in reality, do I think Karen Reed was guilty of murder? No. Absolutely not. I don't think Karen Reed was guilty of murder. Neither was O.J. Simpson. So everybody that thinks O.J. Simpson did it, you're wrong. You're an idiot. O.J. Simpson did not do it. You know who I really think did it? I think it was O.J. Simpson's son that did it. That's who I think. Because Faye D. Resnick wrote a book. And I have the audio version of it. And Faye D. Resnick was at the last recital with Nicole Brown Simpson. And and Faye wrote wrote a book about about O.J. Simpson and Nicole and all this shit. And what went on the last night she seen Nicole alive, hours before she was murdered. The book is called The Life Interrupted by Faye D. Resnick. Go look it up. It's available on audiobooks. I still have that audiobook to this day. It was one of the first audiobooks I bought in my life. Came on two cassette tapes. There was a dance recital with one of O.J. Simpson's kids. And O.J.'s son from the previous marriage showed up and threatened Nicole. And then Nicole said to Faye D. Resnick, "Why the fuck does O.J. Simpson's son hate me so much?" And went into more details that I can't really say in the book because it was graphic. I can't say on YouTube because it was graphic. You gotta go read the book and find out. And there was also an altercation at the dance recital where O.J.'s son said to Nicole Brown Simpson, "I'll kill you, I'll kill you, I'll kill you. You're gonna die, bitch. I'll kill you, I'll kill you, I'll kill you." And 6 to 8 hours later, Nicole Simpson was murdered outside of a house. And it's a known fact that O.J. Simpson's son's hands were smaller than O.J.'s. I bet you that fucking glove would have went right on O.J. Simpson's son's fucking hand. Okay? That's why we had that whole scenario where, well, if the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit. Yeah, because those were O.J.'s son's fucking gloves. And I'll go to my grave standing on that fucking thing. I will never give that up. O.J. Simpson didn't murder Nicole. The son did it. The son did it. O.J.'s son is the one that did it. Not O.J. But, of course, parents will protect their children at all costs. So because O.J. Simpson loves his son, O.J. Simpson supported his son, O.J. Simpson took the fall for the whole fucking thing by getting sued, by not being able to work again, by not being able to make money again. Yeah. And that's just my opinion. I don't think O.J. Simpson was guilty. Still don't. I still don't think Karen Reed hit John O'Keefe with that car either. I believe in her, what her attorney Jackson said. There was no collision. There was no fucking collision. There was no fucking collision. Thank you, thank you, members of the jury. As he concluded his closing argument. Okay, that's what he said. So, but still, O.J. Simpson was found not guilty, but he always had that stigma over his head that he did it. He was guilty in the court of public opinion. And him being guilty in the court of public opinion made it where he was unemployable, unable to be a celebrity, and undateable. And that's what this Karen Reed civil suit is going to do. It's going to make Karen Reed undateable, unemployable. And it's going to brand her for life with a scarlet letter, like O.J. Simpson was branded for life with a scarlet letter. So the civil lawsuit starts tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. Really wasn't paying attention to the chat. It's like I said, it wasn't meant to be a troll fest, so the trolls were being assholes in the room. Mods know what to do. That's all I'm going to say. But, yeah. I just have a bad feeling that she's going to lose the civil case. She's going to wind up just like O.J. Simpson and just like Monica Lewinsky. She's going to be a cross between O.J. Simpson and Monica Lewinsky. That's what's going to happen to Karen Reed. Because who wants to be next? Because let's put it this way, to end it in conclusion. If I was a straight guy and I wanted to date Karen, and let's say Karen Reed would be somebody I would date, and we started going out together, and I know that there was a possibility that she might have murdered her last boyfriend, and there's always that baggage following around. So now we get into a fight because we're dating. First thing I'd be worried about is, am I next? That would be the first thought that would come to a logical person, human being's fucking mind. So this is why I don't see anybody dating her. I really do not see anybody dating Karen. I don't. She's going to end up like O.J. Simpson or Monica Lewinsky. Nobody's going to want her. Nobody's going to want to date her. Nobody's going to want to give her... She won't be able to get a job because if she did, the O'Keefes will take all the money she gets, just like the Goldmans would have took all the money from O.J. after the trial. It's the same fucking scenario again. She's the next O.J. Simpson, in my opinion. I hate to say it, but she is. She's the female version of what happened to O.J. Simpson. It's reality. It's the truth. Now, in other news today, before I get out of here, I see that Charlie Kirk's memorial was today. I see hundreds of videos all over the front of YouTube doing his memorial service. So if you if he was somebody you liked and supported, and watching this video later on instead of live, I can understand that. Because a lot of these videos get more replay viewers, and than they do live viewers. So, but Austin, if you're out there, Austin, get ready to fire up your recording equipment, because I'm going to be back in a minute. I got another video just for you, buddy. I'll be right back, Austin. Be right back. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you in a bit.